So I am your science teacher and my name is Mrs. Jyoti. So in science we have completed two lessons, that is plants preparing and storing food, that is lesson 1, and lesson 2 plants living and surviving. Now from today we are going to learn the lesson 3, that is animals, how life goes on. So for this you have to be ready with your term book and pencil. So open page number 265 and be ready. So for lesson number 1 and 2 we have learned about plants, and from this lesson we will learn about animals. So page number 265. So generally whenever you get up early in the morning, you can see the birds in the sky, and you can see animals like buffaloes, cow, dog, cat, and sometimes sheep and sometimes camel also, right? So only few animals we can see in our surrounding areas, but few animals we can see in different areas. Like if you go to a zoo, you can see many animals over there. So here in this lesson we are going to learn about the animals, how do they reproduce, and what is the life, how the life of the animals will be. So how the life of human beings will be, like morning we get up, we eat, first we fresh up, then we eat something, then whatever work we have we are going to do it, then later we play, sometimes we watch TV, and then we sleep, right? Like how animals are going to do in their daily lives. So what do they do, and how animals reproduce, how they are going to increase their number, right? About this we are going to learn. So page number 265. So lesson number 3, animals, how life goes on. So in this lesson we are going to learn about the animal reproduction. Mostly the main topic is the animal reproduction. So if you look into the reproduction in the animals, there are only two types, that is laying eggs and giving birth to the young ones. So about these two things we are going to learn in detail. So here there is a warm-up box for you in page number 265. So the first picture, that is A. So what is that picture? What is that animal? It is a rabbit. So it is a rabbit. So you should write it in the first box. Then below that it is its young one. Generally the young ones of rabbit, here we call it as bunny, but it is kitten. The young one of rabbit is called as kitten. So rabbit you write in the first box, then kitten you write in the next box. Now under B. So what is the next picture? B. It is tiger. So and the baby of tiger we call it as cub. We call it as cub. Then the third picture, it is sheep. It is sheep, and the baby of the sheep is called as lamb. We call it as lamb. And the third one, fourth one is duck. The last one is duck, and the baby of duck is called as duckling. Okay, so here there are 4 animals, that is rabbit, tiger, sheep and duck. So below that you should write the name of their young ones. So generally the baby of rabbit we call as bunny, but it is kitten. Then tiger, it is cub. Then sheep, it is lamb. Then duck, it is duckling. So write it with pencil in your textbooks. Then moving on to the introduction part. So have you ever wondered that a person dies after living for a certain number of years? This is because of living beings live only for a certain period of time, and this is called as lifespan. They die when their lifespan is completed. So here you are going to hear a new term, that is lifespan. So from the time a baby is born till the death, there is a certain period like 1 year, 2 years or 3 years. But for human beings it is 100 years. Generally human beings they live for 100 years. So this duration is nothing but we call it as lifespan. So it was 100 years before. Because of the food habits, the people who took during that time, it was 100 years. But nowadays what happened? The environment is polluted, the food habits, whatever we are taking, it's completely different. So the lifespan is decreased to 80 years. Now most of the people are not living more than 80 years. So it's very rare to see a person who is living more than 80 years. So if a person from the time he is born till the death, if they are not having any kind of disease or any health issues, they are going to stay for a certain period of 80 years. If they have some disease and all, they are going to die in between only. So but if they are well and perfect, the time they are going to live from the birth till their death is called as 80 years. Okay, and this is called as lifespan. And if you look at this lifespan, the lifespan is different from one living being to another living being. If you take for human beings, it is 80 years. If you take for a butterfly or any animal or ant or a housefly or mosquito, it is again different. So from one living being to other living being, it's going to be different. So that is about the lifespan. They die when their lifespan is completed. So whenever their lifespan is completed, they are going to die. So when a person is born, think that if he is 80 years, they are going to become weak. They are going to become weak, and their whatever food they are going to take also, they eat very less, isn't it? And they are very weak. They can't do their works on their own also. Okay? So the last duration period of a human being is 80 years. So as soon as they reach this 80 or few, they may live for a longer period also like 85. But after that time, a certain time they are going to die. The average lifespan of humans is 79 years. So 79 or 80. 79 to 80 or more than 80 also. To ensure that life goes on, living beings must produce more of their own kind before they die. Now if the people continuously, if they are going to die like this, then at certain period of time there will be no human beings or no living beings on the earth. So to avoid this thing, what they have to do, they have to reproduce. Not only human beings, animals and plants also are going to reproduce to continue their habitat, right? So here living beings also they are going to reproduce. The process by which living organisms produce more of their own kind is called as reproduction. So already we have learnt about this reproduction. So what is reproduction? Nothing but producing their own kind. Producing their own kind is called as reproduction. Human beings give birth to human beings again. Then a hen, it lays eggs, and from that again a chick is going to come out. Later it grows into an adult hen. Like this, a living thing is going to reproduce and produce their own kind. Now if you look at this reproduction, there are two types. So how many types are there? Two types. So one is by giving birth to the young ones. So the first one is giving birth. Giving birth to the young ones. And the second one is laying eggs. So laying eggs is mostly birds are going to lay the eggs, right? So there are two methods. One is giving birth to the young ones and another one is by laying the eggs. By giving birth to the young ones, that is nothing but the small baby of their own kind. So examples are human beings, cows, dogs, cats, mouse, elephants, lions, whales. Like fishes, no? Whales. So they are also going to give birth to the young ones. Whereas other fishes, they will lay eggs. But in fishes, only this one kind is going to give directly birth to the young ones. And by laying eggs, the second method is by laying eggs. Their young ones hatch out of the eggs. Examples, birds, reptiles and insects. Reptiles is nothing but like snakes, lizards, crocodiles and all. So here, first they are going to lay eggs. So after certain period of time, from that egg, a new baby is going to come out. The egg is going to break. It will break and a baby is going to come out of it. So we will learn how the egg it will be. So what are the different parts of egg and how animals are going to reproduce through eggs. So animals that lay eggs. So birds are the one which lay eggs. And if you look at the size of the egg also, one animal is going to lay the egg in different size. If you look at ostrich egg, it will be very big like this. And if you look at the egg of a hen, it will be very small. You eat, no? Right? And if you look at the egg of a lizard, it will be only this much, like 1 inch or less than 1 inch. So different animals, they are going to lay different sizes of eggs. And the color also is going to be different. Now all birds reproduce by laying eggs. The female birds build a nest on the trees to lay their eggs and raise their young ones. So mostly what animals are going to do, these birds, they are going to first build a nest. So first after building the nest, so where they are going to build this nest? Mostly they choose the tall trees. Okay, birds they choose tall trees and there they are going to build the nest. And few birds they cannot fly for a certain height. They can only fly for a little limit. So these kind of birds, what do? They choose old buildings or any collapsed house like this, any which is very far away from the community. They are going to choose these kind of houses and there they are going to build their nest which is safe from the enemies. So after building the nest, in that nest they are going to lay the eggs and later the eggs are going to hatch and the young one will come out. And they will feed their young ones till the young one can fly and move from one place to other place. So here there is a picture for you. It is the egg. So here inside there are parts of the egg. So if you look, so mostly eggs will be in this shape, right? So the outer hard cover is called as the egg shell. If you take an hen's egg, that only you take, the outer white colored part is called as the egg shell. And if you break the egg, inside that you can see a yellow colored part. A yellow colored part you can see, and that is called as yolk. What is it called? Yolk. And surrounding this yellow colored part there is a white colored liquid, like transparent liquid will be there, and that liquid is called as albumin. It's called as albumin. And inside this yolk you can see a white colored small drop of liquid, like it will be like white in color, and that is called as embryo. Today you break one egg and just see this all 4 parts, okay? So the outer shell, the hard shell which is going to protect the yolk and the embryo. So it is called as the egg shell. And inside that you can see a liquid, white color transparent liquid you can see, and that is called as albumen. And that albumen is going to protect the yolk. So this yellow colored part is called as the yolk, and inside the yolk you can see a white small tiny drop, and that is called as the embryo. So this is the part of an egg. So in the textbook you can see the different parts here. The major parts of egg are the shell or the outer covering, or the egg shell also we call. Then next one is yolk, and the next one is embryo, and next is the albumen or egg white. So here you can see the parts of egg. This outer white colored part is called the egg shell. Then here this yellow colored part is called as yolk, and inside the yolk there is a white colored spot, and that is called as the embryo, and this complete transparent liquid we call it as the egg white. Okay. So an egg of a bird has the hard outer shell. It protects the egg. The yellow portion in the center is called as the yolk. The yolk contains a bright white spot that later develops into embryo. The embryo grows into a baby bird that is called as a chick. The developing embryo obtains food from the yolk. A white watery substance called as albumen surrounds the yolk. It provides water to the embryo and protects the embryo from shocks and jerks. So this is the egg. Now inside the egg there is yolk, and there is a white colored spot. It's called as embryo. So this embryo is going to obtain food from the yolk and water from the albumen. So by using this yolk and albumen, it's going to later develop into a chick. So detailing how it grows into a chick we will learn in the next part, and your homework is draw the parts of egg one time in homework book, and the page number is 266. So in this lesson we have learned that how animals are going to reproduce, right? In the next lesson, in the next topic we will see in detail how they are going to reproduce.